Yeah, it seems like going into becoming a stylist, it involves a lot of therapy.
Mhm.
Learning how to be a therapist, having courage, having confidence, and being able to, work with different types of people. Not just hair types, but personality types
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
right.
And not everybody has that gift. And I'm not here to bash everybody or everybody in New York. I'm not going to do that. But
Yeah.
I will say this, it takes someone with a tough skin and someone who has knowledge of business, of hair, of personalities, different qualities just to become a stylist. And it seems like you said, you had a great foundation, and that's
Yeah.
what really helped develop you. And I know a lot of people don't have that. You did mention that you worked in education as far as educating stylists and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
you currently don't do that, correct?
I currently don't do that for any other company but my own.
Okay, okay, because
Yes.
they might
I,
need you.
yes.
They do.
Okay,
And
they
that's a
might need you.
consultation. And that's a consultation fee. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes. Yes.
During
Become a consultant, right?
during
Absolutely.
quarantine, did you engage in any of that, of the consultations, and like there was a lot of people doing virtual training and stuff like that? Did you do any of that?
I must say that not a lot of my clients took advantage of the virtual consultation.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I'm not really
Mhm.
sure. During quarantine, I just took a moment to relax. I never had that much time off before in my life. And it was funny because I'm looking at Facebook and Instagram, and everybody is busy. Everybody is like starting new businesses and whatnot. And I really just took a moment to exhale, just to
Yeah.
kind of strategize and see what my next move, or just really just enjoy my family. I have a husband and three beautiful children. I have a
Mhm.
mother. So really just taking the moment and enjoying myself. I
Yeah.
learned how to braid my own hair. I didn't do the braids, the hair extension braids. I didn't do that.
Mhm.
I was
Right.
putting extensions in my hair. I found some new talent in myself.
Mhm.
And then worked on my product line and all of that good stuff. But I did not they did not take up. I did offer it, but
Right.
that was not the case. But when I did go back in that salon, honey, we hit the ground running, and
I know that's right.
I'm grateful for that time off. And my clients came back with a greater appreciation for us. I'm telling
Mhm.
you,
I
Mhm.
bet.
they was
Yeah.
like, y'all the bomb. I love y'all.
Yeah.
But another thing, I just want to say this really quickly. I am grateful that I think I mentioned earlier that I do have a reoccurring segment on Good Day Sacramento.
Mhm.
I am grateful that I was still able to do my Good Day segment
I
via
know
Mhm.
my
that's right.
home on Zoom to them on TV. So that really is what I was doing the whole time. So I was able to give the
Nice.
tips to the whole Sacramento and greater Sacramento.
I know that's right. I know that's
Yes.
right. Now, your segment, is that based on the cosmetology field or?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Oh,
we
I
are
like
the
that.
official makeover salon. So we do makeovers. We are the
Mhm.
official makeover salon for Good Day Sacramento. Been doing it for the last 9 years.
Oh
I
wow.
also do, so in addition to makeovers, we have this amazing segment, which is one of my favorites, called Daddy Do's. So we get a group
Yeah.
of dads together. They bring their daughters on. We train them how to do their daughter's hair. Then there's
Oh, I
this thing
love
called,
it.
yes,
Like
called the Daddy
that.
Do Showdown. So after they learn what they learn, then now they compete against the other dads. And then whoever turns out, all in fun, the best hairstyle, we deem them the winner. And every year we do that just in time for back to school. And it's a great time to highlight fathers in their daughters' lives, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And let them flex their skill set. And
Hmm.
the daughters are happy to be on TV and all of that good stuff.
I think that's beautiful. I
Yeah.
think that's beautiful. That would even be good for Father's Day, having something
Yes.
like that set up. That
Yes.
would be so
Yes.
dope. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, we put also I put teeth in people's mouths. I've teamed up with people throughout the community, dentists, estheticians, clothing designers, and I've brought them on the segment. And so we've done total 360 makeovers on people from head to toe. So people have
Yeah.
gotten teeth and bodies done and facial stuff and gum reconstruction all via our segment.
Now, how do people find out more information about that? Like if someone wants to be involved with your segment?
Yeah, so our social media is really where we do the little hooty hoo. So it's my hair on Instagram, it's my hair salon on Facebook. That is usually where we're looking for our participants or our contributors to our segment.
I like that. I
Yes.
love that. I
Yes.
think that's so dope. And trust me, that all that's telling me is more blessings down the line. If you could bless somebody else with a
Oh
makeover,
yeah.
it's just gonna come back tenfold.
Yeah, and blessing other, you know, because I have been granted this platform, I'm trying to tell you, I've never been a hater. I just love to bring other people on and want to see them win too. Like, right?
Yeah.
It just makes the package sweeter. Like, come on, y'all. You got a clothing company, sis. You got a catering company. Come on over. You know, like
Yeah.
let's highlight this. You know, still keeping the focus hair, but just letting you know that the light can shine on everybody at the same time.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh my good question. Are there anything that people should stay away from when it comes to hair? And I know one of the things is probably bleaching your own hair, but is there anything, because there's a lot of talk about the creamy crack and this, that, and the other, child, and lace fronts, and is there anything that people should be aware of when it comes to hair?
You know, when it comes to hair, I just think that, and particularly African American hair, right? We got the most beautiful, the strongest, yet fragile hair, on the planet. Everybody desires texture, and we have it, right? Every race desires texture, and
Yes.
we have it. And I just think when it comes to hair or hair care, I just think knowledge of your actual hair is key. So I think you should stay away from people who don't have knowledge of hair care. So I'm not against lace fronts. I just think operator error you should stay away from, right? Improper use of glue, improper use of the braids, the tracking, the improper removal of lace fronts, right? I'm not against relaxers. I think the improper use of relaxers is what you should stay away from, right? Doing it too soon or too strong or keeping it on too long, right?
Yeah.
I always think as it relates to hair care, you should always seek out a professional stylist. And then once you find that professional stylist, if you're not the type of person that is in the salon every week or bi-weekly, you're that once a month or every 6 to 8 weeks, then have that stylist give you a game plan to maintain your hair until you come back. I just strongly believe that no matter how great we are as stylists, you are the one who spend the most time with your hair. So when I send you home with an amazing hairstyle or some amazing products, what you do with your hair from that day until you return really also is key.
That's amazing. See, that's why your clients ain't leaving. Because you provide so much more than just doing their hair. Like you just have a wealth of knowledge as far as what to do. Because there's so many things that we see out here, and it always looks like it's a good idea until we try it, then we ain't got no hair.
Like Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, girl. And look, the guy who fixed her wasn't the doctor from California.
Yeah, God bless him, huh? Because she walked away with some hair. Like she didn't have to shave her hair, she had to cut it. But she walked away with some hair.
She's okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, she got finger waves and it colored. I'm like,
okay, I said she got more going on than me, and I ain't even put no Gorilla Glue on my stuff.
Thank you. Child. I mean, do you have scares like that where people have done something you like, I don't even know?
Yeah, I think people trying to cut their own hair or people trying to color their own hair, never Gorilla Glue, right? But definitely cutting and coloring their own hair has just been like, girl, we gotta let that grow out some. Like this.
And I know, like for me,
I can't put it back.
Thank you. And I know, like for me, I'm allergic to synthetic hair. So I always wanted to weave, always wanted braids, can't keep them in longer than 2 weeks. Cause I'm digging at my scalp. Now my scalp is inflamed. I scratched it, and you can't relax it on top or touch it up after you done scratched it to death.
Right. No, you cannot.
Yeah,
you got to burn.
Yeah, child. And I've been, Been through that too, where someone relaxed my hair and gave me an antiseptic wash on top of it. Yes, you talk about painful, you talk about excruciating. And this is what I'm talking about, people. The 1,000 hours, girl. I'm telling you, the 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why we need them extra 6.
Yeah.
We need the extra 600 hours because something ain't right. So, but this is what I mean about education. And when it comes to hair, everyone doesn't know what they're doing. Everyone shouldn't sit down
and don't experiment on me though.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think maybe if they started out similar to you in a commission-based situation, someone can watch them a little closer, guide them. When you are renting your own booth, some people feel like you can't tell me what to do because I'm paying my rent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's not teachable.
Right. Or the owner or the other stylist, they're not really into sharing their knowledge, you know, they're afraid or they just, you know, they just feel like it's whatever. So yeah, you definitely have to be at the right salon, you know, around the right people. It certainly makes a difference. But even if you're not, you know, there's a wealth of education and information out there. I mean, really just like research your top hair care company and they have education, you know, via their websites or, you know, in person or Zoom or whatever. There's education out there. I think as it relates to African Americans, if we can get past as just looking at our, you know, I got black hair, that ain't for black hair, this ain't for black hair, that's not for our hair type. But if we just look past that and realize that hair is hair, right? We all have a follicle, we all have a cuticle, you know what I mean? We all have a hair shaft. That is what hair is, you know, comprised of. And so when you realize the texture of your hair or the texture that you are operating with, then you know how to approach it, just like any good seamstress, right? You have some seamstress that will not touch silk, right? It's like, I don't like silk, I won't deal with that. And then you have others that can just deal with all types of fabrics and textures. And so you should just really know what you're dealing with and approach it that way. But hair is hair. And so you have some of these predominantly white companies that have products within their line that is amazing and will work so well for our hair type. At the end of the day, black hair, African American hair, curly hair really needs moisture. And that is our focal point, you know, moisture. And that's what our hair texture and types need, is moisture on top of protein.
You know, we have trust issues though.
Right.
We sitting there because you know everything goes back to Tuskegee. We be like, see, you know what they did at Tuskegee. You know what happened in Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? We have trust issues with that. That's why we want.
I mean, get it.
We want to see somebody of our persuasion when it comes.
I don't blame you.
Because of that, it's just that.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely
and I don't
right.
Because we should definitely support, because there are some amazing black hair care companies out there, and we should definitely support black hair companies, especially the ones who have put the research in and are using quality ingredients, not your waxes and your parabens, you know what I mean, and all these oils and that just are surface dwellers, right? Not really going into the internal structure of the hair and reconstructing it and actually doing a good job replenishing the hair, not giving the illusion that it's better, actually it's better.
Yeah, you're right, because it leads to exploitation. Because what happens, because we don't trust, we will trust someone that looks like us, and then there might be some garbage in the can.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example of that, and you know, I'm sure you remember this. Rio. Do you remember Rio?
Oh, yes. Was that
and everybody was buying it, and next thing you know, everybody going bald.
Everybody hair fell out.
I'll never forget that.